but it really is all wrapped around what the individual wants and needs.
And I think CCBC is doing an excellent job at. I think the overlay between the RLC and the CBFS. I think the needs they have, I think, are being met, and I'm proud to be a part of that. I think it's great. But I want to thank you, Ellen, for joining me today on our initial show. This is very exciting. So thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. All right, take care.
Okay.
All right. And we're back. I'm thrilled to have my second guest here on my first show. This is Ally McIntyre, who is a peer in the CBFS program. Ally is also the activities director over at 59 Broadway. Ally, I'd like to welcome you. Thanks
Thank
for
you
being
for
here.
having me, Jeff.
You want to shake hands? And
Yeah.
Okay. Ally, now I understand you spoke at the legislative breakfast recently, and I heard there wasn't a dry eye in the House. It was very moving. Share the experience with me.
They had me write a speech. It was Peter Evers, I think is his last name.
Yeah.
About my recovery. I've been stable for about 2 years, and I just shared my story about what I've been through and how the program.
CBFS,
yeah, I
yeah.
always say it wrong.
That's okay. I do too, and I work there. Go figure.
How the programs helped me, and I'm in school now, and how I came a long way from going through depression and hearing voices and illness, and then now where I am now, where I'm going to school. I do the volunteer job, activity director for the program, and I do all that now, and I just did the speech to Peter.
So tell me, what was it like sitting in front? I actually spoke one time and it was very intimidating. So what was it like? You were in the flag room, right, with all the flags and the...
Yeah, with the...
So what was it like with all those people there? Were you nervous?
I was nervous. I went up there and I'm like, and I said, the first thing I said was, I'm very nervous. My name's Ally McIntyre. I'm so nervous. And then I'm trying to say the last names of people, and I'm like, I don't know how to pronounce it. And Ellen cried.
Ellen cried. Oh, our first guest, Ellen Bruder-Moore.
Yeah, she cried.
I had heard it was really very emotional. Now,
Yeah, a lot
was
of
it
people cried.
was it really hard to share so much of yourself? I mean, because most of the people there were strangers. So what was it like to open up and talk about your life to people?
Well, for me, I'm a very open person, and I'm very good at telling people my feelings, and I share my story with a lot of people already because of the kind of person I am. When someone's upset, I'll share my story with them and stuff. So it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I was very nervous because it's a lot of people, but it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. And it was nice because afterwards there was a story before me that was about a mother whose child went through some things I went through. And afterwards I went up to her and I said, my mom went through a lot. And I said, you'll get through it. I just said, I appreciate my mom for everything she went through with me. And she said, your speech really helped me to understand.
So a lot of people came up to you after the event, after you spoke?
I just went to throw away something, 5 people, 10 people.
They were lining up for you. Did you sign any autographs or?
No.
No autographs?
Lisa wants an autograph.
Oh, okay. So, but when people came up to you, it must have made you feel like you got over the nervousness of speaking, and then you must have felt so good that you shared, so much of yourself with people who you really don't know.
I felt good because I shared my story, and I hope that it will help people, because I did go through a lot. But I feel like whatever you go through in your past, you can't look at it as, okay, why me, why me? You have to look at it, okay, this happened, even though it was really bad. Don't regret it. You need to, I feel like, I don't regret things. I just feel like, okay, I'm going to learn from this and I'm going to move on and just not make this, become a better person because of it. That's why I hope one day I can do everything that Ellen does. Like, one day I want to be like a big boss in the office and helping people, and
Right.
that's my goal in life. I feel like God or whatever, people put me on the earth to help people. I went through everything I went through, so I could be here to help people who went through everything they went through.
But let me as a someone in recovery myself too, isn't it when you're in the middle of the difficulties, isn't it hard sometimes to see the finish line?
Yeah.
You think this will never get better. This is what my life is. So how did you move past that kind of thinking into where you are now?
Coping skills. When I was at St. Vincent's, I had a big poster board, and I would write all my coping skills on the big poster board.
Yeah.
And then when I was upset, when you're upset, you can't think, you're not thinking straight, and I would have on the wall. So then when I'm in that mood, I'm like, all right, you see the coping skills, and that really helped me, because then I would see it. I'd be like, all right, music, put my headphones on, or art, all right, draw a picture. That really helped me.
Now tell me, we were on the ride over here. We drove over together. You're going to school now. Tell me what you're studying.
Right now I'm just doing math and stuff, but eventually I want to do it slowly so I make sure I can do it. I want to do human services. I want to work with, I would like to do young kids, autism, MR, or kids that have trauma issues. I do very well with young kids.
Now tell me the story you were telling me on the car right over.
Okay.
Someone who, a young person that was autistic and didn't speak, and you all of a sudden got the person to say hello or goodbye.
One of my friends has another son, and we got him laughing, and then when I got him trying to get him comfortable with me, and then I said his name and I said bye, and he goes bye, and I told my friend, look, he said it. She goes, he did? I go, listen, and I said it again, and he said bye. He doesn't usually talk to people.
Right.
And then there was another kid that had trauma issues, and he knew my dad for like a year, and then after 2 days we were playing, catching salamanders, everything. Like, I have connection. And my cousin, he has autism and everything, and I helped raise him. I was there with, and we have a good connection, and I got him to talk just by doing ghost stories at night. We would just sit there and take the flashlight when I put him to bed, and he just started talking and talking. I couldn't understand him all the time, but it was just helpful.
So I think human services is probably the field, this might be something for you.
Well, my mom and my family have been a big support. My grandmother, my aunt, everybody. And I couldn't do it without, Lisa and Ellen and all of them. They helped me,
Well, we appreciate all your efforts. We love you as the activity director, and we're going to be wrapping up here. I want to thank my two guests, Ellen Bruder-Moore and Ally McIntyre. This was a really great show. I want to thank you for welcoming me into your living room or your kitchen if you have a small TV. And I really appreciate it. I look forward to bringing some more shows to you in the future. And I thank you very much. Good night.